Dark and Darker Tournament. So, we've got another tournament. It's going to be on February 11th at 5 p.m. CST or Central Standard Time. But first, we need to talk about what happened with the last 3 tournaments we hosted on the last playtest. If you want to skip this, or you already know it, feel free to skip ahead. I do have this video timestamped because I'm sure not everyone wants to hear this. But we feel it's necessary so you know what happened and our plans to improve down the road. I did want to touch base on a couple things that happened in the 3 tournaments we hosted on the last playtest so there's no confusion. Start off, the timing. So, me and the moderators had planned on maybe having a tiny grouping of people to do queues in games and to test this trio kill race format. Another individual had contacted me when I was asleep, and when I didn't respond, contacted the devs to have it posted in their announcements that we're looking for people, and posted even the wrong rules, which threw all of us into a frenzy. We had no idea what to do. When I woke up, the Discord went from 300 members to 5,000 members, maybe 3,000 minimum. Either way, it was a lot. We were not prepared. Our Discord was bare bones because we didn't expect anything like this. So I immediately talked to some people. My girlfriend had a friend who was able to secure up the Discord in about 10 to 15 minutes to make it look nice and good to go. She helped with all the social stuff that people were saying and confused about. I had a friend who was able to moderate the event as best as possible, which I'll get more into later, as I messed up with a lot of that. And I try to do everything else in between. Second part, the devs only promote us in the sense that they drop my link in their announcements tab. They do not give us anything else. We are not asking for money. We do not receive extra treatment from them. If I misworded something in my stream, I'm terribly sorry. Literally, the devs just promote our event in the announcements tab. Don't want any more rumors about that. Next, I'm going to talk about the stuff that was my fault. So starting off, hindsight, I probably could have actually just said, no, we're not hosting this as a big tournament format, and just ended it there, and made thousands of people disappointed as it was posted on the main Dark and Darker Discord. Now, we thought that if I did that, it would just send a lot of people away, and it'd be discouraging, or we can instead try to make something out of it, even though we knew there was a very slim chance we'd have gotten everything perfect, being that it was last minute. I did try to make a form. I feel like I worded some things on the form a little bit incorrectly since I was rushing through it to make it up there and make sure that people could join in time. I feel like having it close the signups at midnight was a bad move. By the same time, there wasn't really a good move with how much time we had. Still, I take blame for that. The main thing I really messed up on is I was trying to send my information to the moderator, as with this, we wanted to make sure that I would be broadcasting it rather than editing it, as people recalled in the first 2 1v1 tournaments, where I got a little bit hectic for me and people were just basically watching a document instead of an actual broadcast. Unfortunately, since I had been talking to hundreds of people before, sending it over to the moderator didn't work as well as anticipated, and I'm really sorry for the people that did everything they were supposed to and either didn't get into the event or had to badger the moderator so they could get into the event like they said they would. For those who didn't have a Twitch streamer or YouTuber, that was something in the forum. I can't let people just join in without any proof, as a kill race format requires that. I think a lot of people are confused about that, but once the team got 14 kills in one round, which did happen by the way, none of them were repeat kills, that people realized it was essential to have VODs. But yeah, I messed up there. I'm really sorry to everyone that really could have made the event. And, we're doing everything we can to improve. And let's talk about the improvements. We've got much more moderators coming in. Like the first 2 tournaments, we're going to be sure that we have this planned weeks in preparation rather than just a day beforehand. Both those events seem to go pretty well, aside from me having to run stuff while broadcasting, as well as people backing out last minute, which every event's going to have that. Yeah, we've got a lot more preparation. We've got a lot more things sorted out, especially with the devs and everyone else, to make sure that, this situation that happened won't happen again. That being said, let's get into the tournament video. Before I get into this, be sure to head over to my Discord. It is in the description of this video. Go to the Valentine Tournament tab, and it'll have all the rules that I'm going to bring up in this video. I would suggest watching the video and also checking that to make sure you completely understand what you need for the event. If you want to donate, there's also a description in the video link, as well as everything else you should need. That being said, let's get into it. Again, this is on Saturday, February 11th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. The tournament is free entry. It is a trio kill race tournament with 50 teams maximum. First come, first serve. Later signups will be a substitute. And if a team leaves, your substitute team will take their slot in the event. Each round happens right after someone finishes their game with 5 games total. No more waiting every single round, just keep on going through. White and gray items only. Do not pick up anything higher than white or gray items. We're trying this because a lot of people voiced that it would be ideal. We think it's something worth trying. We do not have custom or private lobbies in the game. Because of this, one person per team is required to stream on either YouTube or Twitch. You must have a VOD available so we can confirm kill counts when the event is over. Each player must play a separate class in the event. There's no double or triple stacking. Players who die to traps, enemies, or AIs will not have it counted towards kills on their team, even if it is the last hit. The problem is not everything will be viewed from the attacker's perspectives, and it will make determining kills much tougher. For bear traps, you must send a clip of the enemy dying in your trap with vision or in short succession after they have died. If you have a time where you also hear the trap go off and you run to it, send that in a clip to us. Points won't count if none of this is done. It is advised not to stress bear traps for kills just because it's very weird in this format. Let me just make this extremely clear. We are not working with the devs in any type of way. We're fortunate that they have promoted our past 3 events on their announcement tabs on their main Discord. We're going to make sure that's crystal clear. The sign-up form must be filled out by one party member listing all the players and potential substitutes. All players must be on the Discord ahead of time, including the substitutes, 1 week minimum prior to the event. If this isn't met, a substitute team will take your place in the event. Participants will be reminded of the event 1 week prior and must respond 2 days or sooner, or a substitute team will fill in their spot. We'll try to watch everyone's streams, but if a team is in a fight, we'll be watching the fight to the end before moving on to another team. But right now, we have got $250 donated towards this event. The top 2 teams will get a prize pool. 100% of the donations go towards the event. I will pay the PayPal transfer fees myself. We make literally no money for hosting this event and technically lose because of the PayPal fees. When you donate, be sure to let me know if you want it for this tournament, a next tournament, or if you want to help with the fees. It's completely up to you. Everyone needs to be ready to go with their teams. Have all questions asked beforehand while also being in the Discord voice channel 2 hours before the event. Please discuss with admins or moderators as early as possible if you can't show up this early. Please head into a Discord channel with only your teammates. An admin or moderator will visit and make sure you're good to go. Once the event goes live, please don't contact me. Instead, contact the moderators or admins on the Discord for help with any problems. Scores will be shown at the end of the event. We might change this format for later tournaments, but we will announce the scores later on. Any clips you want showcased can be discussed with me as well. At the end of the event, turn in your scores. All 5 rounds will be distributed separately in this message, but please send them all in one message. We will check all the VODs for the kills to verify they were properly added up. Please check regularly on the Discord when an @everyone post is placed. I only post that for important updates regarding to the event. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with what's going on. Hit the bell to stay notified. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Share with your friends so they can join the event too. That being said, everyone, I'll see you next time.